What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Tiger Faces. I'm your host, Sydney Mumford. And today on our episode, we have Mikalah Parks, who is well involved around campus. She's amazing. She does everything. So without further ado, Mikalah Parks, everybody.
Hi.
Mikalah, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, it's so amazing having you on the show because, like, you're one of my friends. We went to DevCon
Yes.
together. And that's where we kind of met and like got most of our rapport. And of course, we work in housing together. So, thank you for being on the show.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So, like I said, you're well involved around campus. I mean, you have you have a list. I thought I had a resume. You have a resume. So, for those of us just meeting Mikalah Parks, who is she, and how did your leadership spark on Savannah State's campus?
Thanks for that question. So, Mikalah Parks, outside of the leadership positions, is a young woman who wants to make an impact wherever she goes. The leadership started freshman year. I ran for freshman class president, and from there, I was just interested in everything. I was also a part of DECA in high school, so that's kind of what matriculated through college. And I'm like, I'm a freshman, but I don't know if they're going to let me run for president. So I ran for president and got it. And ever since then, it's just been taken off.
And you have taken off. You're doing great things with DECA. DECA is very, very well involved on campus. So, Mikalah, you balance roles as a sorority president for Iota Phi Lambda, DECA president, junior class vice president, and so many more roles. What keeps you so motivated to continue to pour into so many spaces?
What keeps me motivated is ultimately remembering the why, the impact in which I want to make. Sometimes my days do run together, but it's me remembering why. It's what keeps me energized.
I think that's the same thing for me because I think that I'm involved in so much stuff. A lot of times, those things,
Yes.
a lot of times, them things catch up with each other, and especially being a member of e-boards and stuff like that and having responsibility. Sometimes it's hard to maintain yourself and to maintain other
For
things.
sure.
So I think the balance to know your why and to know why you do those things is definitely a catapult to making sure that you maintain what you're trying to go because sometimes it can get hard and it can get hectic.
Yes.
And all the time you don't want to do your stuff. You like, what if I just, what if I,
Yeah.
but I think maintaining your why is essential to continuing on your leadership role. So I think that's amazing. Some students get involved, but you stepped into leadership and you stepped into leadership early, your freshman year, you said.
Yes.
So how do you step into leadership that early into your college career?
I will say DECA. So I went to the interest meeting and I'm like, I have to be a part. But I've always been one who wants to be a part of like something bigger. And leadership is just that. It's something bigger than yourself. Being a general body member, it is being a part of something bigger, but it's more so for self and what you can get out of an organization, opposed to being that change for the general body members. So I wanted to be that change for the general body members. I wanted to be the one that makes the impact.
So for students who are watching, who may be in your shoes, maybe a freshman stepping onto campus, what is something that you want to tell them about leadership to help them get involved and to not be scared or intimidated when stepping into these leadership roles?
Leadership roles can be very intimidating simply because like you're the face of different organizations and you're the first one people see. It's like you can really do it. I promise you, you can. If I can, you can. And it really just takes you thinking back to your why. What is your why? And use that as a driving factor as you move forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is another episode of Tiger Faces. Again, thank y'all so much for joining. We hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope that you got a better look into who Mikalah Parks really is, a leader on campus, making her footprints in the sand. This is Tiger Faces. I am Sydney Mumford. Thank you for joining.